This is gonna be good.
Live from the studios of SEN in Phoenix, Arizona, it's Steve Summers.
Hey, we made it. Welcome to the show today. I am so glad that you are with me. We made it to Wednesday. Come on. Woo! Well, south side of Chicago is the baddest part of town. If you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Now Leroy wanted trouble. See, he stood about 6'4". All the downtown ladies call him treetop lover. All the men just call him sir. Come on. And he's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole dang town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Now Leroy, he's a gambler. He likes his fancy clothes, and he likes to wave his diamond rings in front of everybody's nose. He got a custom Continental, he got an Eldorado too. He got a 32 gun and his pocket full of fun. He's got a razor in his shoe, and he's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, saddest man in the whole dang town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, Friday, about a week ago, old Leroy shooting dice at the edge of the bar. Said a girl named Doris, and oh, that girl looks nice. Well, he cast his eyes upon her, and the trouble soon began. And Leroy Brown, he learned a lesson about a messing with the wife of a jealous man. Whoa! And he's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole dang town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Now listen, well, the two men took to fighting when they pulled them from the floor. Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. And he's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole dang town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, he's bad, bad. Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole dang town. Badder than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. I mean to tell you, he was better than old King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Do-do-do. There you go. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the show today. My name is Steve Summers, and I am live from Phoenix, Arizona. I feel like I've got a hair hanging off of me from somewhere. I'm like, what is that? You know, have you ever get that feeling when you're like talking to somebody and all of a sudden you feel like something's tickling your nose? And that's what's going on right now with me. So I feel disheveled going into today's show. Don't ask me why. Anyway, I'm so glad though that you are with me today, and I hope today's show finds you happy, healthy, and whatever you may be. I want you to say, I am feeling good. Am feeling good. I am feeling good today. It's a great day, and I'm so glad that you are with me. Thanks to the wonderful folks at Link Senior for making it happen. We are doing America's Songbook plus trivia, and today in history, we got some new trivia for you coming up in about 25, 26 minutes, so get ready for that, all right? On the way, let's do it right now. Let's go back. I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else, but not for me. Oh, love was out to get me. That's the way it seems. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seems the more I gave, the less I got. Oh, what's the use of trying? All you get is pain. sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Oh yeah. Woo. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Then saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm a believer, yeah, 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 yeah. I'm a believer. Oh, I'm a believer. I'm a believer. Oh, yeah. There you go. One of my all-time favorites, too, from the incredible group, the Monkees, from a long, long time ago. What do you say we go back a little ways? Do a little Beatles today. What would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you wind up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing you a song, and I'll try not to sing out of key. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. Put your hands up. I get by with little help from my friends. Gonna try with a little help from my friends. There you go. Put them up, put them up. What would I do when my love goes away?
Does it worry you to be alone?
How do you feel by the end of the day?
Are you sad because you're on your own?
No, I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. What do you see when you turn out the light? I can't tell you, but I know that it's mine. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. I get high with little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I just need someone to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with little help from my friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with little help from my friends. Oh, I get high with little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with little help from my friends, with little help from my friends. Yeah. Love that song for the Beatles today. Y'all remember the Beatles, right? All right. All right, what do you say we do a little country today? You know how it goes around here. You can't do it without a hat on. It's a sin, I tell you. I never saw the end in sight. Fools are kind of blind. Thought that everything was going right. I was running out of time. 'Cause you had one foot on the floor. I swear I didn't see. if you're really going the way. Here's some final words for me. Here we go. Baby, write this down. Take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. Tell yourself I love you and I don't want to go. Write this down. Take my words and read them every day. Keep them close by, don't you let them fade away. So you'll remember what I forgot to say. Write this down. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'll sign it at the bottom of the page. I swear under oath, 'cause every single word is true, and I think you need to know. So use it as a bookmark. Stick it on your refrigerator door. Hang it in a picture frame up above the mantel where you see it for sure. Here we go. Baby, write this down. Take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. Tell yourself I love you and I don't want to go. Write this down. And take my words and read them every day. Keep them close by, don't you let them fade away. So you'll remember what I forgot to say. Write this down. You can find a chisel, I can find a stone. Folks will be reading these words long after we're gone. Baby, write this down. Take a little note to remind you in case you didn't know. Tell yourself I love you and I don't want you to go. Write this down. And take my words and read them every day. Keep them close by if you let them slip away. So you'll remember what I forgot to say. Write this down. I love you and I don't want you to go. Baby, write this down. Yeah. All right, you know we can't just do one country song. We actually have to do two country songs back to back. So I thought today we might do a little Ray Stevens. Remember this one? Ladies and gentlemen, you might remember the Mississippi Squirrel Revival. Oh, yes indeed. When I was a kid, I'd take a trip every summer down to Mississippi to visit my granny in an antebellum world. I'd run barefooted all day long, climbing trees, free as a song. One day I happened to catch myself a squirrel. Well, I stuffed him down in an old shoe box and punched a couple of holes in the top. When Sunday came, I snuck him into the church. I was sitting way back at the very last pew, showing him to my good buddy Hugh, when that squirrel got loose and went totally berserk. What happened next is hard to tell. Some thought it was heaven, others thought it was hell. There was a fact that something among us was plain to see. As the choir sang, I surrender all, the squirrel run up Harv Newman's coveralls and nerve leaped to his feet and said, hey, something's got a hold on me. Yeah, the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was fight for survival that broke out in revival. They're jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. Well, the knave had the darling scream. Some thought he had the original, other thought he had the demon. Well, Harv thought I had a weed eater loose up fruit of his looms there. He fell to his knees to plague and beat till the squirrel ran out of his breeches sleeve and the other ran out of the other side of the room. All the way down to the amen pew where sat Sister Bertha, better than you, who'd been watching all the commotion with a sadistic glee. But should have seen look in her eyes, and that squirrel jumped in her garters and crossed her thighs, and she jumped to her feet and said, Lord, have mercy on me. As the squirrel made laps inside her dress, she began to cry and then to confess the sins of the world with a sailor blush with shame. She told a gossip and church dissension that the thing that got the most attention was when she started talking about her love life and she started naming names. Oh, that squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in the sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. Well, 7 deacons and a pastor got saved, and $25,000 got raised, and 50 volunteered for the mission in the Congo on the spot. And even without an invitation, there were at least 500 rededications, and well, a lot got rebaptized whether we needed it or not. Now, you've heard the Bible story, I guess, how they parted the waters and Moses to pass, and on the miracles God has wrought in this old world. But the one I'll remember till my dying day is how he put that church back on the narrow way with a half-crazed Mississippi squirrel. Day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in the sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. That day the squirrel went berserk in the first self-righteous church in that sleepy little town of Pascagoula. It was a fight for survival that broke out in revival. They were jumping pews and shouting hallelujah. Oh yeah. Mississippi Squirrel Revival on our show today. Thank you very much. Yay. Love that song. Always a fun song to sing on here. Mr. Ray Stevens made that song famous, and there we are with that red mark on my forehead again. I really am going to have to get a different cowboy hat, because every time I get this red mark on my forehead, every time I wear that cowboy. Can you imagine wearing that cowboy hat all day long and then taking it off at the end of the day? I don't know how you cowboys actually did it back in the day, but at the end of the day, you take the cowboy hat off. I look like I've been injured and need to go to the ER. Let's go back and do a song number today. This one right here is one that is one of those wonderful songs we get requests for ever so often. You might know it, called The Last Waltz. Mr. Engelbert Humperdinck made it famous on our special Wednesday show today. I'm so glad you're with me. I wondered, should I go or should I stay? The band had only one more song to play. Then I saw you out of the corner of my eye, a little girl alone and so shy. I had the last waltz with you. Two lonely people together. I fell in love with you. The last waltz should last forever. But the love we had was growing so strong. Through the good and bad we get along. And then the flame of love died in your eyes. My heart broke in two when you said goodbye. I had the last waltz with you. Two lonely people together. I fell in love with you. The last waltz should last forever. It's all over now, nothing left to say, just tears and the orchestra playing. La 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 la. La 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 la. I had the last my Engelbert Humperdinck fans out there that just love those old songs as much as I do. Oh, the great songs on America's Songbook today. Here's a song Mr. Bobby Rydell made famous. Forget him if he doesn't love you. Forget him if he doesn't care. Don't let him tell you that he wants you, 'cause he can't give you love that isn't there. Little girls never dreaming of you. He'll break your heart and wait and see. So don't you cry now, just tell him goodbye now. Forget him and please come home to me. Forget him
if he doesn't love
you. Forget him if he doesn't care. Oh, don't tell him that he wants you, 'cause he can't give you love which isn't there. Little girl who's never dreaming of you. He'll break your heart, you wait and see. So don't you cry now, just tell him goodbye now. Forget him and please come home to me. Oh, now don't you cry now, better tell him goodbye now. Forget him and please come home to me. Bobby Rydell on our show today. Oh my goodness gracious, great balls of fire, as the Big Bopper would say. Let's go back. Here's a song made famous. Incredible Shy Lights made this one a big hit for them. Going back. Oh yeah. Oh girl, I'd be in trouble if you let me now, 'cause I don't know to look for love, I just don't know how. Oh girl, how I depend on you to give me love when I need it now. Right on time would always be. All my friends that call me a fool, they say let the woman take good care of you. So I try to be hip and sing like a crowd. Even the crowd can't help me now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh girl, tell me what am I going to do? I know I've got that guilty face. Girl, I feel so out of place. Oh yeah. Don't know, don't know where to go. Who to see, nobody knows. Oh girl, girl. Oh yeah. Oh girl, I guess I'd better go. I can't save myself a lot of useless tears. Girl, I gotta get away from here. Oh girl, pain will double if you leave me now, 'cause I don't know where to look for love, I don't know how. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Oh girl, why do I love you so? Shy Lights on our Wednesday show today. Nobody did it like the Shy Lights, let's just be honest with you. Probably one of the greatest groups from a long time ago. I remember when they actually toured with the Coasters, and let's see, who else was it? You had the Shy Lights, the Coasters. Was it the Chiffons? A whole bunch of the touring. If you ever get a chance to see any of those great concerts with some of, I don't like calling them oldies, call them oldies. Great shows combined with all the greatest hits. They just don't make music like that much anymore. Happy Wednesday to you today. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? Take a guess what time it is. We do this every show, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, thanks to the wonderful folks over at Link Senior for making it happen. But we do this each and every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the half hour. What is it? What do you think it is that we do? I'll give you three choices. One, I change jackets and get a better looking shirt on. I straighten out my hair. Or we play trivia.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Come on, let's do it. It was a rigged question, but hey, somebody had to do it. Time now for trivia today. We ask the questions, you give us the answers. That's really how easy it is, and it's so much fun to do as we play trivia each and every show on the half hour here. Take off a couple of graphics here so we can actually see the questions. How many sides does the home plate have in baseball? Think about this for a minute. How many sides does home plate have in baseball? Is it 4? Is it 5? Or is it 6? Think about it for a minute. Okay, maybe not a minute, but a few minutes. 4, 5, or 6. How many sides does a home plate have in baseball? 3 answers, but there's only one correct. Let's see if you get it right today on our special trivia. Here it goes, A, B, or C, 4, 5, or 6. See if you got it right. If you said 5, you had it right. There it is. There it is, right? Isn't that cool? There you have it. The sides on a home plate right there. Home plate is a 5-sided rubber slab at the corner of a baseball diamond at which a batter stands when batting. The plate must be touched by a base runner in order to score. Baseball. I know there's a lot of fans who watch baseball right here. Next question. What country did Iraq invade in 1990 based on claims of disputed oil? What country did Iraq invade in 1990 based on claims of disputed oil? Was it Kuwait, Iran, or Qatar? Who do you think? Kuwait, Iran, or Qatar? Or Qatar, some might say. What country did Iraq invade in 1990 based on claims of disputed oil? Let's see if you got it right. See if you did. Keep track of them. We'll be asking you at the end. If you said Kuwait, you had it right. Congratulations to you right there. There it is. There is the official map of Kuwait. The country did in Iraq in 1990. It was August 2nd, the Iraqi army invaded and occupied Kuwait. The Gulf War waged for about roughly 7 months in response to Iraq's invasion and annexation of Kuwait. There you go. Answers and questions. How many of you got right so far? 1 on 1? Both right? Both wrong? Whatever. Approximately, what is the average distance from the Earth to the Moon? Now, we always ask these questions. We used to ask them how many miles away. Most of us would probably know that. Now everything is in kilometers. Congratulations. 38,500 kilometers, 385,000 kilometers, or 3,850,000 kilometers. The approximate, what is the average distance from Earth to the Moon? Let's see if you got it right. 38,500, 385,000, or 3,850,000. If you said, boop, 385,000 kilometers, you got it right. That is the distance from Earth to Moon. And there's the graphic right there. With some variations, as the distance from the Moon to Earth is constantly changing. The Moon's distance from Earth is about 240,000 miles apart. There you go. Roughly 240,000 miles. How did they do that? Did they get like a stick out there and actually, when they go up in space and then they start? Anyway. All right. Hey, it's worth a thought, right? I mean, I'm losing my brain. Which part of the brain is most responsible for vision? And as I get a little bit older, I'm like this. What? Is it the temporal lobe? Is it the occipital lobe? Or is it the frontal lobe? Which part of the brain is most responsible for vision? Is it the temporal lobe, occipital robe? Did I say robe? It's lobe. Or frontal lobe? Let's see if you got it right. Part of the brain most responsible for vision. I think I need all the help I can get for every part of my brain. Let's see what happens here. Correct answer is the occipital lobe. That's the part of the brain that is most responsible for vision. It's right back here. And so when you turn around, you go, oh, I see what you're saying. Right? The occipital lobe is the back part of the brain that is involved with vision. It's too bad we don't have a rear camera on the back of our skull. Can you only imagine? We have them on cars. Why can't we have them on our brain? Roughly how many pounds are in a kilogram? Is it 1? Is it 2.2 or 3.3? How many pounds are in a kilogram? I flunked this class. 1, 2.2, or 3.3. If you said 2.2, you had it right. And I probably most likely had it wrong. X pounds, 2.2046 YKG. I admire you mathematicians out there. 1 kilogram is equal to 2,205 pounds. 1 pound is equal to 0.43 kilograms. There you go. I learn something new all the time on this show. Huh? In fact, I feel smarter every time I do this show. Yeah, right. All right. Which year did the first space shuttle launch? What was the first year the space shuttle launched? Was it 1981? Was it 1991? Or was it 2001? 1981, 1991, or 2001? We're talking about what year did the first space shuttle launch? 81, 91, or 2001? See if you got it right. Correct answer is 1981. Yeah, I'm going to show my age. I was a sophomore in high school. There it is. First space shuttle launch back then. The reusable space plane, the space shuttle, ushered in a new era of human spaceflight over 40 years ago with the launch of the STS-1 on April 12th, 1981. I'll never forget that. Everybody was like, wow, look at that. We're space age. All right. What does ENIAC mean? What was ENIAC? Let me get that right. I got to say that question correct. What is ENIAC? What was ENIAC? Was it a television? Was it a computer or a phone? Now, this is a question we've never asked on this show before, so I'm really curious to know what the answer is because I don't really look at all of this before I do a show. Maybe I should. What is ENIAC? Television, computer, or a phone? Some of you probably know the answer to this one. Or just take a wild guess. It doesn't matter. Let's see. If you said a computer, you had it right. You probably got it right, and I probably got it wrong. There it is. An ENIAC. What is an ENIAC? Well, I'm glad you asked. ENIAC was the first programmable electronic general-purpose digital computer who was able to solve a large class of numerical problems through programming. There it is. Is that amazing? I remember my dad. My dad remembers back many, many years ago, rest his soul, he used to tell me about the computers that he used to work with at work. And literally, everything back then was on these reels, on tape reels. So these tape reels would go back and forth and all this, and these pieces of paper that had dots on them and everything else that were cut out. That was your computer back then. It is truly amazing how far we have come technology-wise. And then you added in the integrated circuits and the computer stuff and all that. We have made such an incredible advancement. It truly is amazing how far we've come from the days of an entire wall filled with reel-to-reel tapes and all that stuff just to figure out a small mathematical problem. I say small, usually it was pretty big back then. Anyway, I am going to go back right now. I had a request for this one. Sylvia wrote in and she said, Steve, do you ever do any Marty Robbins? Well, I'm not wearing the white sport coat today, but I am going to sing the song for you, Sylvia. This one is for you. Mr. Marty Robbins made this song famous back in the day. It was a big hit for him, and I hope you like it. This one is dedicated to Sylvia, who watches this show here on our Link Senior network of great communities. Let's go back, shall we? A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm all dressed up for the dance. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm all alone in romance. Once you told me long ago, to the prom with me you'd go. Now you've changed your mind, it seems. Someone else will hold my dreams. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm in a blue, blue mood. A white, sing it with me, sport coat and a what? And a pink carnation. Very good. I'm all dressed up for the dance. A white, what is it? Sport coat and a pink carnation. Very nice. I'm all alone in romance. Once you told me long ago, to the prom with me you go. Now you've changed your mind, it seems. Someone else will hold my dreams. A white sport coat and a pink carnation. I'm in a blue, blue mood. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. As we go back, turn back the hands of time. Let's go back. The Rat Pack actually did this song many, many moons ago. It goes something like this. Listen closely. They heard that breeze through the trees, singing weird, weird melodies, and they named that just the start of the blues. Then from a jail there came a wail from a downhearted trail, and they played that is part of the blues. Now from the whippoorwill high on a hill, they took a new note, then they pushed it through a horn till it was worn into a blue note. You gotta believe me, well, they nursed it and rehearsed it. Then they gave out that news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. From the whippoorwill high on the hill, they pushed a new note, and they pushed it through a horn till it was born into a blue note. But wouldn't you believe, well, they nursed it and rehearsed it, and they were ready. Gave out that news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. Well, they nursed it, rehearsed it, and gave out the news that the Southland gave birth to the blues. Yeah. There you go. Sammy Davis Jr. version going way back a little ways. Oh yeah. We love it. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculpture, then again, no. Or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. Maybe quite simple, but now that it's gone, I hope you don't mind, but I put down in words how wonderful life is. You're in the world. I sat up on the roof and kicked off that moss. Well, a few of the verses, well, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do. You see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is what I really mean. Yours are the sweetest eyes I ever seen. Oh, you can tell everybody this is your song. Maybe quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. You're in the world. I hope you don't mind, but I put down in words how wonderful life is. You're in the world. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, Elton John did that song today. Another request. Had a request too to do some Neil Diamond. Oh my goodness. I think we did this a couple of weeks ago. Hot August night, and the leaves hanging down, and the grass on the ground smelling sweet. Move up the road to the outside of town, where the sound of that good gospel beat sits a ragged tent where there ain't no trees, and that gospel group telling you and me, say, hey, brother love, say, brother love's travel and salvation show. Pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, and everyone goes, 'cause everyone knows brother love show. Woo! It's suddenly still when you almost bet you can hear yourself sweat as he walks in. Eyes black as coal when he leaves his face, every ear in the place is on him. Starting soft and slow, like a small earthquake, and when he lets go, half the valley shakes. Come on now, say, brother loves salvation show. Pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, and everyone knows, 'cause everyone knows about Brother Love Show. I say, brothers, now listen up, brothers. Now you got yourself two good hands right there, right? And when your brother's in trouble, you got to reach out that one hand for him, because that's what it's there for, right? Come on. When your heart is troubled, you got to reach out your other hand. Reach it out to the man up there, because that is what he's there for. Take my hand in yours. Walk with me this day. In my heart I know I will never ever stray. I said, holly, 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 holly. Hey, hey, brother love, say brother love's travel and salvation show. Pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, and everyone goes. I say, hey, brother love, say brother love's travel and salvation show. Pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, and everyone goes. Oh yeah! Woo. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today as much as I enjoyed doing it for you. Thank you all so much. But we're not finished yet. We got another 10 minutes, but right now let's find out what happened today in history.
This day in history.
October 27th, 1787. In New York City, a newspaper publishes the first of the Federalist Papers, a series of essays by Alexander Hamilton, James Madison, and John Jay urges ratification of the U.S. Constitution. The following year, the Constitution becomes law of the land after 9 of the then 13 states ratify it. 1858, also in the Big Apple.
I am not leading this fight as a matter of aesthetic pleasure. I am leading because somebody must lead, or else the fight would not be made at all.
President Theodore Roosevelt is born. The charismatic Rough Rider and his progressive policies helped shape the modern presidency. 1978, and the winners of the Nobel Peace Prize for this year are Egypt's President Anwar Sadat and Israel's Prime Minister Menachem Begin. Sadat and Begin share the honor for their progress toward achieving a Mideast peace accord. 1939.
This parrot is no more. He has ceased to be.
John Cleese, actor and comedian, is born in Britain. He's best known as a member of the Monty Python comedy group, the TV series Fawlty Towers, and the movie A Fish Called Wanda. And 2004.
We waited a long time for this, and it's about time it's here. Well deserved. Go Red Sox, 2004 World Series champion!
A baseball curse is finally broken as the Boston Red Sox win their first World Series since 1918. They sweep the St. Louis Cardinals with a 3-0 shutout in Game 4. Today in history, October 27th. Ross Simpson, The Associated Press.
This day in history.
Ah, yeah. All right. Love this day in history. Oh, my goodness. Get ready to wrap our show up today. Let's do Steve Lawrence song right here. Go away, little girl. Go away, little girl. I'm not supposed to be alone with you. I know that your lips are so very sweet, but our lips must never meet. I belong to someone else, and I must be true. Go away, little girl. Go away, little girl. It's hurting me more each minute that you delay. When you are are near me like this, you're much too hard to resist. So go away, little girl, before I beg you to stay. Go away, please don't stay. It'll never work out when you are near me like this. You're much too hard to resist. So go away, little girl. Oh, call it a day, little girl. Oh, please go away, little girl, before I beg you to stay. Go away. Love that song, Go Away, Little Girl. Steve Lawrence on a request earlier from last week. Actually, the Osmonds, remember, Donny Osmond actually did. No, Donny Osmond. Oh, he did Go Away, Little Girl. I think, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. Right now, though, we got to talk about love songs. Love songs. How about just an old-fashioned love song? Is that all right? All right. Just an old-fashioned love song playing on the radio, and wrapped around the music is the sound of someone promising they'll never go. You swear you've heard it before, and it slowly rambles on and on. No need in bringing them back, 'cause they're never really gone. Just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Just an old-fashioned love song, coming down in three-part harmony to weave our dreams upon and listen to each evening when the lights are low, to underscore our love affair with tenderness and feelings that we've come to know. You swear you've heard it before, and it slowly rambles on and on. No need in bringing them back, 'cause they're never really gone. Just an old-fashioned love song, coming down in three-part harmony. Just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Yeah! Just an old-fashioned love song, coming down in three-part harmony. Just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and to weave our dreams upon and listen to a song. Just an old song coming down. Just an old song coming down. Woo! Just an old song coming down. Oh yeah, just an old song coming down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just an old-fashioned love song, coming down in three-part harmony. Just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just an old-fashioned love song, yeah, coming down in three-part harmony. Yeah, just an old-fashioned love song, one I'm sure they wrote for you and me. Y'all, thank you so much for watching the show today. We appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. I hope the show found you a little happier today, singing a little bit more today, and I look forward to seeing you on Friday right here. Have yourself a terrific day as we wrap things up on the show here with a little Hermits on the end. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the sounds, lovers in love. Know what I mean? Just the two of us and nobody else in sight. There's nobody else, and I'm feeling good, just holding you tight. So listen very carefully, come closer now and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream, where the only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever and ever. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world you can hear the sound of lovers in love. Oh yeah. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. So listen very carefully, come closer now and you will see what I mean. It isn't a dream, where the only sound that you will hear is when I whisper in your ear, I love you forever and ever. There's a kind of hush all over the world tonight. All over the world, people just like us falling in love. Falling in love, yeah, falling in love, yeah, falling in love. Guys, thank you so much for spending your time with me today. I love you with all my heart. I look forward to seeing you on Friday. Have a great rest of your day. 1 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, 3 o'clock Central Time, 4 o'clock Eastern. I'll see you on Friday. You all have a great one. Take care of yourselves.